और कोई चिंता नहीं है. So when I go for sessions in schools and I ask them what do you want to do in life, they said मैम पैसा बनाना है, जल्दी से जल्दी. Very few people, maybe 5% will ask what should I do in my career. Otherwise say I want to earn money as soon as possible. Degree, no degree, doesn't matter. That is the only thing. Anyway, we are going to talk about that also. So I just put in just for your, to compile that these are the different kinds of problems, which our youth faces. Nowadays, of course, this is not the entire list. The list is endless. But yes, one of the major problems which I have also found is thinking errors. That I should be loved by everyone and everyone should love me. This is the most common. आज मुझे टीचर ने गुस्से से देख लिया था तो मतलब मार दिया मुझे. And the parent next day will come to school and they will say कि आपने मेरे बच्चे की तरफ ऐसा देखा कैसे. So all these things are making our kids, I think, very, very soft, very vulnerable, because they feel bad for each and everything. So in a way, they are not learning many skills which we learned as a child. So whether we talk about determination or persistence or resilience, that will not be there. Huh? Or obedience. So, I will just run through this. So generally in traditional counseling, so when we talk about the tradition, I'm coming to that. Yes, yes, yes. Because I can't talk about every parameter here, otherwise I will keep on talking the entire day. Yes, yes, yes. So I will come to that principle. So in traditional counseling, what we used to do, or generally what we do that, suppose if a student has come up with the problem, say in academics, then we try to work on the study skills, but that is the conventional counseling method. In today's world, if I talk about quantum counseling, what needs to be done? That's what you're talking about. Then we start working on that. Okay, the child is having problem in academics, but from where this problem might have caused? Because as we have seen, that child is being affected by so many other things. So we cannot say that this academic problem is related to only academics. So when we talk about quantum, which basically means the holistic, then we have to look at all the parameters. So like this particular student, he had learning difficulty, he was dyslexic, and the parent came to me that, ma'am, he's dyslexic, he's not able to make his timetable, he's not able to study, so what do I do about it? So she wanted me to work with this child, making the timetable. But as a counselor, you have to sometimes see what is not visible. So I simply directly asked the child that, what do you do in your free time? He said, I just search. I said, but why do you look at those sites? I don't know why did I ask this. So he was actually looking at the porn sites and he was not studying. So afterwards I told the parent, I said, I don't need to make a timetable with him, I need to work on something else. So in conventional counseling setting, you sometimes you look at the problem and you straight away you say, okay, यहाँ पे CBT लगाते हैं, यहाँ पे dream analysis करते हैं, यहाँ पे childhood experiences. So sometimes you need to look at the in totality, that the problem which is visible is this, but where could be the root cause? Yes, sir. हम्म, 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 बिल्कुल सर. So it all depends on the approach of the counselor. तो मैं तो ये कहूँगी कि सर हाई स्कूल का जब भी बच्चा आपके पास आए, हाई स्कूल भी क्यों, मैं तो कहूँगी सिक्स्थ ऑनवर्ड्स कोई भी बच्चा किसी भी प्रॉब्लम के लिए आता है, यू हैव टू कीप इट इन माइंड दैट ही इज अंडरगोइंग एडोलेसेंट स्टेज. अगर आपने उसको इग्नोर करके उसको काउंसिल करना शुरू कर दिया तो सब बेकार है. बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर है. 11th क्लास का सर एक बच्चा था, ही सेड कि मुझे यूके पढ़ना है. The father was a top notch IAS officer. I said क्यों पढ़ना है बाहर, क्योंकि कई बार क्या होता है बच्चों को सब बाहर पढ़ने जा रहे हैं तो मैं भी जाऊंगा, मेरे अंदर क्या कमी है. तो बोले कि नहीं आप मेरे लिए यूनिवर्सिटीज ढूंढो. मैंने कहा आई वुड लाइक टू टॉक टू योर फादर. ही डिड नॉट अलाउ मी टू मीट हिज पेरेंट्स. दिस थिंग वेंट ऑन. 11th का एंड आ गया. कुछ टाइम के बाद मतलब कि जब when we were in a session, he said, ma'am, you're not understanding. Why are you not working for me? I knew that parents don't want to send him to UK. He said, I have a preference for the same sex and India will never accept me, Indian colleges, so I want to go abroad. I said, is this the reason? He said, yes. He did not know anything about UK. He knew that the father has to sell the house to send him to UK, which he was not understanding. So वो तो सर ध्यान में रखना ही होता है. फिर वो पूरा मुझे थोड़ा सा बिल्कुल सर. हाँ, yes, train the trainers. You have to unwind. You have to unwind. अब ग्लास में पानी भरने के लिए खाली तो करना पड़ेगा. वो तो सर वो होता ही है. जो भी आप यहाँ पे चाहे ये दोनों भी बैठे हैं चाहे मैं भी हूँ, all the counselors we keep on working on ourselves, maybe in terms of meditation, maybe whatever suits your body, whatever suits you, whatever is the key for your peace, because if we don't work on ourselves we will not be able to work with others because it's emotionally draining out for the entire day. और सर जो आपने बोला, as I said ki if you have seen I have written etc because I cannot include everything here. So like for this particular case, I had to call the father and अब ये counseling का ये एक part है कि I made him confident, this child, that you have to talk to your father. He said, no, I can't. I said, I will give you that space. So I called the father to my room and I started discussing with him in general that, what is happening nowadays with students and all that. And I brought up the issue of LGBTQ also. Sorry? So of course I cannot go to every step. He came to a point. He came to a point. He came to a point where he said, okay, I will speak to him. So when the father came to my room and when he accepted that yes, this thing is happening nowadays, this is happening. I know, sir. That is a socially desirable answer, but I caught him on that only because sometimes, as a counselor, you also need to act smart. So I told him that, okay, so now then I called the son and they had an entire conversation there. The moment they started, then of course I stepped out of the room and that conversation happened. So, of course, he had given me a socially desirable answer. He never knew that his own son is going to do it like this. So sometimes you have to create those situations. This is how the conversation started, sir. You have to give them examples. Otherwise, they will say, oh, why is it happening only with my child? Okay. So, so I was just going through this article, and now you can see all the quantum uh, principles here, and I think whatever you people were saying you can see it here. So the first conclusion which Jennifer Young, who is a licensed psychologist in US, he said all possibilities that can exist do exist. Everything is connected, and opposites must exist, and we create boundaries in our minds. I'm just going to take now every point, separately in the next slides. If we look at the quantum principles, these are the main three principles which I find everywhere, oh, it is not very clear. Superposition, entanglement, and observation. So let's say observation. Now, the power of observation as far as counseling is concerned is very, very important. As I said that many a times the counselor needs to see what is not visible. You have to hear what is not said, on the basis of the body language or other things. And the moment you create that safe space that, for example, I just gave a few examples, the client, starts talking about it. And that starts the entire process of counseling. And for example, once I was talking to this girl, and these were summers, and this girl was wearing full sleeves. So I said, why are you wearing full sleeves? Are you feeling hot? She said, no, I feel a little cold because I'm taking medicine, I'm not feeling well. And every time, while talking to me, we were discussing something else, some event in school, but she kept on, pulling her sleeves. So I had my doubts, and I had to create a situation where she had to lift it up, and I saw that this whole wrist was full of cuts. So, self-harming behavior. So many times this power of observation helps you a lot, that where the problem lies, which he or she might not be sharing. It's already 12:40, I will run fast. So another, one of the principles of quantum is superposition. So if I use it as a metaphor in counseling, superposition is like, it says that when the particles exist in multiple states, so when I'm talking to you right now, is your mind totally here? No. Even when I'm talking to you, standing from here, my mind might not be totally here. I have 10 things in my mind. Oh, after this, they are waiting, we have another panel discussion, and then time is running. So, and whether lunch is ready or not. So, all of us exist in multiple states of mind at one point of time. The same thing is happening with the client, in counseling. And as a counselor, then you have to be observant enough that what could be those different states of mind when you're talking to your client. So that is how I apply the principle of superposition to counseling. Then the complementarity. This is very interesting, and in fact, this I read only last night, and maybe Dr. Pant can talk about the technical part. But here, basically, it means that even if you are happy, two complementary states exist in us at the same time. So right now, if I tell you to make some kind of balloons which are reflecting, which are showing your emotional state, so maybe emotion of happiness maybe is larger, maybe anger is little low. So actually, negative and positive emotions, they exist in us all the time. It's only that what you are focusing at. And many times in layman language, people say, oh, he's very sensitive, he cannot control his emotions at all. You don't need to control your emotions, you need to regulate your emotions, you need to manage your emotions. Because if you start controlling, if you start accumulating it under the carpet, it will start stinking one day, and it may affect in your behavior, in your body, in some kind of disease. So it's important to deal with those emotions in a positive way. Resilience, very important. That's what we were discussing some time back, that resilience is very, very important in our students, in our children right now, in today's world, and they are very much lacking in that. You know, I see it so common, ma'am, ये subject नहीं हो रहा मेरे से, अच्छा बेटा छोड़ दो, parents जल्दी से बोलेंगे, अच्छा ये subject छोड़ दो, कोई और subject ले लो. इस friend के साथ नहीं बन रही, छोड़ दो, दूसरा subject, दूसरा friend बना लो. You know, they are very good at leaving things without persisting on that. Like we were just discussing that if a parent or a teacher has said a small thing, even if they have given you a constructive negative feedback also, you know, they don't take it in a positive way. So there is no resilience. It's very difficult for today's children to bounce back. It's very important to bounce back. Maybe because they feel that every problem is solved by the external person and not by me. It is so common, and maybe these two ladies can also share. People come to you and they feel that you give me the solution. So एक बार ऐसे ही मेरे पास कोई आए और उन्होंने कहा मेरी बेटी से जरा मिल लो और ये बात कर लो, बात कर लिया मैंने. एक हफ्ते के बाद again when I met this lady, she said, अरे मीनू कोई अच्छा सा काउंसलर बता. I said, अच्छा मतलब क्या हुआ? Because this girl is saying कि आंटी ने तो मुझे ही सारा काम बता दिया, मैं क्यों करूं? And the mama says, मैं क्यों करूं? मैं तो बिल्कुल ठीक कर रही हूं, मीनू तुझे नहीं पता. The girl, you know, behaves like this. So then who is going to work? You know, it is not going to come from outside. It has to be within. So this is the basic role of a counselor, that you are not supposed to leave that problem, or if I talk in terms of that uncertainty, but just accept that uncertainty, accept you know, what is there. And I come to the last. हाँ, दुख है ये सर, एक्नॉलेज ही नहीं करते. ये सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है कि पीपल डोंट एक्नॉलेज द इमोशंस. फॉरगेट अबाउट एक्सेप्टेंस, एक्नॉलेजमेंट ही नहीं है. And these are the people who have lot of hidden negative emotions. So this is the last principle of quantum, and you can take a breather, last hai. That is the entanglement or interconnectedness. That's what I'm very passionate about discussing, and that is the truth. So even Einstein has said, when something vibrates, the electrons of the entire universe resonate with it. Everything is interconnected, and when we are trying to solve the problem, we are trying to just communicate and converse with the student or the client and not anyone else. So there will always be a relapse, because the moment the child or the individual goes back to the system where everything else remains the same, unless and until he has changed his perspective, otherwise there will be a relapse. So whenever we are dealing with, you know, we are doing counseling, it always needs to be a systemic approach, because everything is interconnected. So when we say interconnected, I will quickly now just talk about this particular slide. So individual and environment, we have discussed a lot. You know, that how when you are talking to a student or any individual, whoever is there in the environment, whether friends, micro or macro level, you have to interact with everyone. If you can't interact with everyone, at least have an understanding that how this environment must have influenced this particular child. Lot of interconnectedness of past with present and future. So especially in psychology, in cognitive behavior therapy, they just treat the behavior and, you know, they say goodbye. So it cannot be that, because every cause has an effect. So whatever is happening today must have a cause in the past. So it's not that only one kind of therapist should look at the past, but everything is interwoven. Past is interwoven with the future through present. So whenever we are understanding any kind of concept also, you know, we say that historicity or the evolution of that thing is very, very important. Mind, body and spirit. So now I see the concept of quantum healing is also coming up, where people are also dealing with energies, because the way we feel, our emotions directly affect our body. Yesterday only, day before yesterday, I was in Chennai and I met this professor, Professor Anil Srinivasan. He's a Kalaima Mani awardee in Tamil Nadu. he was sharing his experience that during COVID, when he was admitted in the hospital, the doctor said that we cannot do anything about him, so please take him back home. So, of course, he was listening to all the conversation. And the next day again, the doctor came, and it's a real case study which he told me the day before yesterday. So, the next day doctor came and he looked at the file and he scolded the nurse. I told you, remove this patient, we need the bed. As it is, he's not going to survive, so send him back home. Now, he was thinking that he's sleeping, so he just got up. He said, doctor, I want to request you one thing. He said, what? Don't come to my room again. So the doctor got very upset. And this Professor Anil Srinivasan told his wife that in any case, I'm not going to give up. I don't want to die and I will not die. And then he conceptualized some organization by the name of CREW, which is working now, and I'm working as a consultant with them now. So, and day before yesterday I met him and he's perfectly fine. So your state of mind can give you that much of energy that you can reverse, a disease as well. This is all positive psychology. This is all positive psychology. So mind, body, and spirit work together. So as counselors, we should work with all the three. And I will demonstrate, Manju is here, so she is going to demonstrate how body works. So different states of mind, at one point of time, as counselor, we need to deal with all that. Social, emotional, physical, cognitive developments are interrelated, sir, like you were saying. Career and well-being, that is the next session I will not touch upon here, and that is a very, very important part, career and well-being, because all of us are into some careers, and I would really like to know the state of well-being in all of us. That we will talk, when three of us do the session. And this interconnectedness is not only in terms of this, it also exists in terms of the world of work, because that is the main question which I keep getting from parents and students कि आगे जाके क्या करें मैम, कौन सा सब्जेक्ट पढ़े, इसे तो हिस्ट्री भी अच्छा लगता है, इसे तो बायो भी अच्छा लगता है, और हमें लगता है कि नहीं एक ही सब्जेक्ट करो और अच्छे से करो. I used to talk like this when I started my career in '96, that do whatever you want and specialize, super specializations. But now it is a world of specialization in the world of generalizations. Because if you don't know how to connect dots from various disciplines, it's very, very difficult to be successful in any career. So whichever career you pursue, you really need to connect dots from various disciplines, and that we will talk in detail when we talk about career and well-being. So I will stop here. Thank you so much. I thought of doing some activity, but there is no time.